Welcome back to Random University, where today, once again, we're going to dive right back into Lisa. This is going to be part 3 of the series, the quadrilogy, but actually I'm starting to think this might be a 5-parter, so hang in there. Hopefully you've enjoyed the content so far. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers? Yes, I'm going to keep on pleading until we get there. And even when we get there, we must go beyond. But we're only about 35 subscribers away, so almost there. Obviously, we've already seen, if you've caught up with the last 2 parts so far with this, this chapter with Lisa, she's already being transported to the hospital now, which that's an incredible journey in itself. Dr. Now has extended the nice liberties of being like, hey, we're going to actually send some ambulance and some firefighters out there to get you up out of your house and get you to Houston so you can get the help you need. Now, luckily, the trip was only like 6 hours, so it's not the most daunting task for the, service people to come through and get that done, the emergency first responders. So, but the thing is, they did have to put some overtime work in. They did have to reinforce the ramp at our house and all this stuff. At least they didn't have to cut it open like it was an old Jerry Springer episode, like literally slice open half the house to get her out. So it wasn't that drastic. So, but it was an unsightly scene. But either way, let's go ahead and get started today.
I'm happy to be in Houston, Texas, but I'm hurting, I'm agitated, and I'm stiff.
I mean, what else is new? Honestly, you're always stiff and sore and in pain, so I don't see what's really any different than any other point. This isn't really going to stop until you lose the weight, but let's not be harsh too early.
Ow, son of a... Ow!
Now look, we haven't really got to see Lisa complain as much in the previous 2 episodes, but in this one, I'm telling you, the bitching is going to be at an all-time high.
Let's shift toward that wall over there you talk.
Do you see the look that she had in her eye right there? Like that crazed look, that wide open thing. Like, I swear Lisa has a slight screw loose.
Hey, King.
Ow! God help me!
Feel like you moved?
Yeah, but you're trying to kill me.
Now, unfortunately, I believe we all know someone who's like this. Someone who's receiving aid, but somehow yet finds a way to complain at every step of the way. Like, people can't help that you're in the state that you're in. So sitting here, complaining the whole time about, oh, this bump here, that hurts. Oh, I'm in so much pain. Yeah, you are always in pain. Everybody around you already knows that. Like, this is just an abomination.
Hi, Lisa. How are you doing? All right.
Hey, doctor.
How are you holding up?
Now, 2 seconds ago, you were just sitting there acting like you were being killed by, the first responder right here because they were just trying to help you move around so you weren't having this, bed sores in like 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? He's just trying to help you out and get you moving a little bit, and you're already, and then all of a sudden you're normal as soon as Dr. Now shows up.
Hi, Lisa. How are you doing? All right.
Hey, doctor.
How are you holding up?
Come on now.
I'm in a lot of pain.
All right, let's get you inside so we can check you out, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Now, I think most black people, or actually most people, will understand there's a certain way she said thank you there that was just really douchey. Just towards the first responders, the people who were trying to help her out, first, because it's like, she said it in a way that's like, oh, please, doctor, help me, because these men just don't give a damn about me. They just don't value my safety and my health. So at least you, the doctor, is going to be able to help me out. Like, I hate this.
Lord, please, Jesus, don't let these people drop me.
Just a little bit. Don't be scared.
Oh, God, please.
These people are actively trying to help you. You should be thanking these individuals for risking their lives, for lifting you, and like I said before, risking their backs and their necks and everything literally just to get you up out of the ambulance. Instead of, begging God to, make sure they don't kill you, which they're not attempting to, and everybody knows that they're not trying to actually hurt you. They're just trying to transport you inside. Come on, stop the games. Like, when people do this stuff, they act like it doesn't, irritate the people who's actually working on them. Like, we're literally trying to help you out, and yet this person just keeps criticizing us for no reason whatsoever. Like, why are they doing this while we are actively helping them?
Oh, okay.
Lisa seems to be in a lot of pain.
This is going to be a common occurrence. A very, very common occurrence. Lisa's going to be in a lot of pain, a whole lot from this point going forward.
We either have a serious situation.
I'm sorry, girl.
You made it. Or she's overly dramatic.
Bingo. I believe that's the answer. Because if you watched in the previous 2 episodes, if you've seen before, I don't think she screamed about being in this much pain, like at any point. Now, I know that she's actually been transported now, and this is the most movement she's probably done in about a year or so. But, I mean, she wasn't screaming like this before. I mean, this is a little bit much. This feels awfully exaggerated.
But we are going to start by being optimistic with her.
Now, I think that's awfully kind of Dr. Now not to judge Lisa right now because of all the exaggerated behavior. I'm pretty sure he can already tell that she's BSing, but he wants to take her at word value and face value. So just being like, you know what? Let's give her a chance.
And see what we can accomplish to get her life turned around.
Now, personally, I can empathize with Dr. Now because it's like, hey, you get some people in customer service who are clearly acting like they need that service animal that they desperately do not need. The dog that they have in the purse that they literally just want to have there on site that is not a service animal that would probably bite somebody's head off if they possibly could if they were big enough, but they just aren't. And they bark every time somebody walks around. I'm like, okay, this is clearly not a service animal. Stop BSing us. But you can't say anything because, hey, mental illness, hey, you got to back off. Even though, you know, a whole bunch of people out there are lying about that nonsense, because there are plenty of people who have legitimate issues. But let's just say that some play the game. And I think Lisa's going to start playing even more games.
Hopefully, how she's acting is not a bad sign of things to come.
He already knows. This is a terrible sign of things to come. He already knows this is about to go south. This is no different than being in a hotel or at a restaurant on Sunday when you already know that family that's going to come in that looks just like the churchiest church family that you can possibly find, and you know that they are about to be an absolute nightmare. They're going to complain about everything down to the drinks and the napkin size that you have at your table. They're going to complain about the wait time even though they didn't have to wait. They're going to complain about the food time even though they had to wait less than 10 minutes. They're going to complain about the server even though the server was pretty much harassing them. I mean, saying that they weren't there enough. Something like that. And usually the families that do this, they're pretty obvious. There's usually one person that speaks out for the entire family. There's like an over-entitled father who has everybody just beg to his wishes every day that he comes home, you know, to kiss his feet, to polish his shoes, you know, make sure his dinner is ready type of guy. And there's also that crazed out, over-controlling mother who just has to speak on everybody else's behalf. The father is completely emasculated. He has no balls. He's completely cut out of a relationship. He speaks up and says nothing. Even when the kids are out acting completely out of line and outlandish, he just sits there, lifeless, soulless, sort of like another person that I might have to do an episode on him at some point in time. He's not actually the person, but his woman, something else.
I'm hurting so bad. This leg really bothers me.
Yeah, see all that lymphedema, and we will address that once we get your weight down.
Ooh, doctor, is there any way we can do it without having to lose the weight? Any way I can do it without having to cut out my pizzas?
Let me come over there. We're going to do a quick weight check on you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now here comes the moment of truth. In previous episodes, I have stated that I believe she's at 690. There was no way to actually call it or definitively, you know, say what her actual waist size is. But now, we'll find out.
So, okay, you are at 704.
Oh my. She hit the 7 bill. That's not good.
That's very high. You thought you were at 642 when we talked.
So if you were a whole 60 pounds off then you were being awfully delusional.
I don't believe it's gained in weight.
You clearly didn't stick to the diet.
No.
Yeah, I'd like 6,000 chicken fajitas, please.
I beg your pardon?
6,000 chicken fajitas.
And yes, if you would have just stuck to the diet that I gave you in the time before then and now and getting here, you could have already been below 600. And my 600-pound life wouldn't have been quite as relevant. Now at this point in time here, the excuses are about to start. You can already tell.
Okay, all I want to do is get cleaned up. I'm not even gonna fight you.
Okay, this is the first time somebody's gonna start playing the victim card here. Oh, I'm not even gonna fight you. I'm not even yelling at you. I'm not tripping. It's all the same nonsense. Like, people who start off with this, like, narrative here when they're starting to get all upset and getting their feelings about some shit. They're always like, oh, I didn't mean to. They start playing the victim card immediately. That's exactly what this is. I'm not even going to fight you. This isn't about fighting, Lisa. This isn't about fighting. This is about finding a resolution to the problem. You clearly have an issue. You're stuck in this bed. You got lymphodemas busting up out of your sides, maggots growing out of you. Let's fix this. But yet you want to find a way to play the victim because people are trying to hold you accountable for what you've done. You've ate yourself to this point. That's all they're trying to say.
I know. Your body cannot continue on like this for much longer at all.
Now, once again, Dr. Now emphasizes the significance of this situation, the graveness of this situation, where you will die soon if we do not fix this.
So I'm admitting you to the hospital to start you on a 1,200 calorie controlled diet immediately.
Oh, man.
See, this is why I start getting critical of Lisa, because she's not taking this serious. Oh, man. That's not taking this serious. That's not taking this serious enough, Lisa. You know that you have to go on this 1,200 calorie a day diet, and which, I mean, my God, I imagine that is absolute torture for Lisa. Like, I mean, this is horrible. This has got to be worse than fasting. You know what I'm saying? This is worse than what Gandhi put himself through. I mean, this is terrible for her. I mean, the fact that she can only consume 1,200 calories, yeah, it's going to be like a death sentence, but it's necessary. Because she's already on a death sentence. Like, the time is ticking. This is like Final Fantasy VII, or Final Fantasy in general, when the countdown is just coming down from 10, 9, 8, 7, whatever, and you're about to die. You're going to turn into stone or whatever.
You need to take this seriously. If we don't get your weight down, you're going to die soon.
Oh, goodness.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, my thing is, I swear Lisa suffers from multiple personality disorder, because once again, she's going to kind of like flip back as soon as he once again re-emphasizes that you're going to die. You know, you are going to die if you don't make these changes immediately. So does she sound serious?
Oh, goodness.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
I mean, it doesn't sound believable to me, but I can see where some people would be like, I mean, she said, absolutely.
All right, we'll take care of you.
Thank you, doctor.
All right.
That little smirk at the end was the look of a very ungrateful POS. An ungrateful ass. Like, man, it's really frustrating to see stuff like that. That was that look of, doctor over here trying to tell me what to do. Yeah, they are trying. I've emphasized that enough.
We aren't off to a good start with Lisa.
Once again, Dr. Now has dealt with a whole bunch of these types of patients, so he already knows the attitudes that he might, run into in these situations, especially the first encounters when they get to the hospital the first time and they get their weight revealed and realize, like, whoa, that's a problem. But still, it's one of those things, like, he just knows this isn't going well and it might not get better. All right, so we're going to skip forward a little bit. Basically, Dr. Now just went on to express his concerns about having to get Lisa on this weight loss program and that they're going to keep her at the hospital for a while. For a while, golly, I can't speak today. Man, they're going to make sure that they keep her there just that way they can help her lose the weight, get her on a controlled diet, because the situation is that dire. Normally, they don't just keep you at the hospital there, like, unless you are literally on your last legs. That's the part that she's not registering here. Like, they're going to keep you at the hospital. Normally, they let you go home to that apartment that you just decided to buy or get out of nowhere, which usually that's a long and enduring process for most too, but they don't have to deal with that. Right now, she's just at the hospital, letting her stay there, obviously, for probably on the whatever, for the most part. It's on the series. It's on TLC more than likely. But nonetheless, that's what they did. Danielle pretty much expressed the fact that she's upset about how she thought her mom was going to lose this weight, thought she was doing better. And I'm trying to figure out, like, how did you think she was doing better? Aren't you the one that's feeding her majority of the time? Unless now it's up to Herbert. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is. But either way, y'all should have known that she wasn't losing the weight. This shouldn't have been a shocker. But after all that, let's go ahead and check in on Lisa a month later and see how she's doing.
I've been in the hospital for around the month now. Oh, joy.
One more month later and still just as ungrateful as she was when she started.
And the food here has been terrible.
Well, nobody's ever really said that the hospital food is good, though I think today's modern hospitals actually have some decent meals. The one she had right there didn't look too bad. I mean, she just apparently doesn't eat the vegetables, which I'm pretty sure is why she's in this situation. All meat, no veggies. Clog that heart, terrible arteries, blow up the heart, whatever it takes.
But it's all I got because Danielle had to go back to Alabama for a job interview. All I've done is let Danielle down her whole life.
Now she's right. I'm glad that she's taking some, responsibility here, saying like, you know what, maybe I should stop making life hell for my daughter and my other daughter and my other daughter and Herbert or whoever else is around. Though Herbert's probably actually like, yeah, keep feeding her. Yeah, give her that gravy.
The doctor says my lymphedema is getting better and I'm ready to leave. Hi, baby. Hi, my dear.
Now, maybe I'm reading a bit much into this, but I just had this feeling that Danielle really did not want to come.
You look tired. I am. Can I have my sugar?
Yeah, she don't want to be there. I feel sorry for Danielle. This is tough.
You see my legs?
They look pretty good.
Yeah, I could touch my knees.
Mama, you got ankles, girl. That's amazing.
Hey, now kudos to Lisa. That's big news. Seeing her ankles, I'm pretty sure is the first time she's seen those in quite a few years. So like a big man, and the first time he's seen his dong in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Once you get that belly down, you can actually see it. I'm pretty sure it gives him hope. Just like it should give Lisa hope.
The hardest part of my hospital stay was being away from Danielle.
Now, the cynical part of me is always thinking, like, I really wonder why she missed Lisa. Not Lisa, but Danielle. I really do wonder why she missed her daughter, because it's like, did she miss her because she really missed her presence? Or did she miss her because she was enabling her to get huge again and feeding her that beautiful fried chicken that she was serving? Actually, yeah, it was her. That fried chicken was,
As much as we fuss, she's always there, and she wants the best for me.
Now, this part is very true. I mean, she is always there for her. And she's always been able to be there for, the enabling, the allowing for her to continue to eat and enjoy all those nice greasy foods that she didn't need in the first place. But on a serious note, I know she's there for companionship and actually be her daughter and be supportive, because that is something that Danielle has really done at a high level. And I know that she doesn't want the worst for her mother, and I really know that she's working hard just to do the best for her. But she's also trying to let go of the rope a little bit and be like, hey, I do need to live. So, you need to start trying.
You are doing much better than the day you came in, and we're gonna get you going home to apartment. I understand you got. Yes. All right.
Okay, so obviously Lisa's excited about getting the opportunity to go home finally, since she's been in the hospital for basically 2 months. 2 months in the hospital is a really long time. I can't imagine wanting to be there that long. I mean, the people can be nice sometimes, it can be clean, or it can be an absolute disaster. And I can imagine just not being home is uncomfortable. You don't have all the TV stations you want. You can't play PlayStation like you want. And that's just an abomination. Just awful. Not something I would really want to go through. Nope. Don't wish that kind of, situation on anybody, because that's just, it's not ideal. All right, so Dr. now breaks it down to her like, hey, we're sending you home now, and it's good. Congratulations on the apartment. But now I expect you to lose 30 pounds a month, which Lisa's like, yes, doctor. Knowing that she doesn't really believe that. She's over here thinking, I'm going to commit, but I have little faith, very little faith that she's going to do it. But it's one of those things, if you actually stick to the diet, which is a very reasonable diet, if people just actually don't enable you and feed you more than what you're supposed to get, like they did at the hospital, you can lose probably about 50 to 75 pounds a month, just because it's actually that effective. And she's that big. So it's one of those things, the weight should fall off of her. And as you can tell, the lymphedema and everything was getting smaller. I mean, the swelling in her legs was going down. You can see her ankles now. She could actually probably put lotion on those ankles, which I'm pretty sure, oh God, the skin was probably about to shatter. But either way, just one of those things that she can actually do some more things for herself, and her better arms aren't as heavy as much as well.
She lost a lot of weight here, and we want to keep that going. So diet is going to be very important,
right?
Okay?
Essentially, all Dr. Now is trying to say to Danielle here is that, hey, we worked really hard over the last 2 months. Don't F this up.
All right, I'm going to send physical therapy to your home to get you up and walking.
Well, hopefully she's committed to it, Doc. I mean, she's really going to have to be. To get on her feet and walking is going to be quite the accomplishment, considering what has happened for her in the last year or so. I don't know the last time she's walked. I don't even know if she knows how to walk anymore, which, duh, Mike, that's why you're sending her over there. But still, it's one of those things, like, hopefully she doesn't just completely crumble at the foundation. Remember, she fell the last time she was trying to walk. So did she, shatter something, or is she just going to be able to get up and do it? Maybe it's healed.
And I'm also going to send Dietitian to make sure you properly understand the diet and the things you choose to eat, okay?
Yes.
Hip, hip, hooray. Now, I know this is one of those things that, Lisa's over here celebrating, like she's done won the World Series or something like that. But quite frankly, none of these sources or resources matter if you don't take advantage of them. They can send these people to your house, but if you're not going to be accountable and accept what's going on in your life, there isn't going to be any fixing. I mean, physical therapy isn't going to work if you don't put it in your mind that you're going to actually be able to walk. Like, you're not going to be able to lose the weight and accept the diet if you don't realize like the stuff that's in your fridge is bad. So hopefully whenever he sends these people over, they can break through and, I guess make some type of headway.
Lisa has been here in the hospital for a couple of months now. And despite her lack of cooperation, we have been able to get her swelling down in her legs.
Now look, Lisa is literally doing the happy dance over there, and I get it. I mean, I know she's excited to leave the hospital, but she is literally doing the happy dance, looking just like that woman who went viral on TikTok over there celebrating her pancakes coming to the table. When that woman was staring off in the background and they were kind of making a big deal out of both reactions, how one was ridiculous and the other one was reality. I mean, I guess that's kind of like what's going on here, except for the fact that Lisa is over here, laughing and having a good old time. And basically, Dr. Now just reveals the fact that she's been a pain in the ass for the last 2 months. She ain't wanted to do anything that they wanted to say. I bet she's been complaining, screaming, hollering like she was doing when they first got to the hospital. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was something like that. All that screaming and acting like they were killing her, and every month that they're oppressing her, probably over there ready to like file some type of Title IX or something like that, saying they're oppressing her of food and whatnot in the hospital, saying this, diet is ridiculous. It could go endless, but I'm pretty sure it's been an absolute nightmare.
And we have got her weight down 87 pounds to 617.
Okay, so she's made a lot of progress, but she's still not below 600 yet. Damn.
She made it very clear that she does not like the diet, so I'm very concerned about how this next month will go.
Like I said, I bet she was complaining every day she was there. Almost like there was some type of established restaurant, like where they actually get Yelp reviews or something like that, or something you can post to Google, like Dr. Now's restaurant here in Houston. I mean, that doesn't make any sense, but it's one of those things. I'm pretty sure that's how she complained. I'm pretty sure that's how she treated the staff and everything that was going on there.
You got a whole month to lose, 30 pounds?
30 pounds.
You should exceed that goal. Like, I think you do everything you've been doing here.
Now, this is one of those pep talks. Now, this is one of those pep talks or hype speeches that's pretty much littered in all sorts of delusion and nonsense, because it's one of those things like you already know, like she wasn't really putting in the work. They were forcing her to put in the work. Lisa didn't have to do anything but sit there in the bed and eat the food that they gave her. That was it. They weren't going to give her anything else. There wasn't no work hard. There was no real effort. Like if she was going to be working out or like doing some like curl actions like I've seen some other people in past episodes do, she could have lost even more weight. But she lost 84 pounds just due to the fact that she just had the diet that they gave to her. But let's be real. She's not working hard. And they're going to deceive themselves into thinking she's going to go home and work hard and actually put in this work and do some stuff that actually, consists of helping her lose this weight, which she's probably not.
Dr. Now sitting over a dietitian, but I don't think I need to change my diet that much.
Now, once again, she did have to get an apartment in Houston just like the rest of the people, so that journey's about to begin now. Let's see how she does when she got her own place. I wonder who's going to be there with her.
So I'll hear her out, but that's about it.
So I guess now that Lisa's been home for a few days, she's got it figured out now. She knows exactly what to do. She knows exactly how to take care of her body and lose all that weight that she never knew how to lose in the first place. So in comes the dietitian to see and tell her what's up.
How you doing?
Hi.
Oh yeah, Herbert's here as well. So I already know that this is probably going to be an absolute disaster. I know he's not contributing to the weight loss. I know it, because he's one of those people I've talked about in the previous episodes. Herbert's a sicko. Herbert's one of those people who wants to just keep shoveling ice cream in her. Like, if he can change that IV from whatever liquid they're using to like gravy or something like that, he definitely would do it. Like, if he knew how to actually make that contraption and put it right in her veins, oh yes, he would do it. And he would have one of those like super fetishes where his eyes rolling back, the whole thing. I don't want to get too far into it, because if I do make videos in the future, I want them to get monetized. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel.
Hi, you must be Lisa.
Okay, now I've seen this doctor in the past, but I've just now realized her name was literally Doctor. Jennifer Doktorovich. Like, Doktorovich. Doctor is literally in her name. I don't know, that just kind of blew me away.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
That's all right.
Y'all take care.
Herbert quickly dropped one of those.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
So yeah, he definitely wasn't going to stick around for this. So Herbert's like, hey, y'all do what y'all do. Peace be the journey.
Where are you on your weight loss plan right now?
Tell me what the you been eating.
The doctor says when I go back, I have to be lost at least 30 to 40 pounds.
You notice that all of a sudden Lisa just sounds like the life has been absolutely just sucked out of her now? Like 5 minutes ago she was just fine, but now she just sounds like, oh no, doctor said I gotta lose this weight. Talking all slow and stuff like, who killed the dog? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure that out. Like, what happened?
Okay, I want to take a look in your fridge. So let's see what's going on here.
We already know this is going to end probably poorly. I just know it is.
All right, so there's pudding.
The first thing she found was pudding.
And there's bread.
Bread. Not getting better.
I'm definitely not a white bread fan.
Neither am I. That's Herbert is the bread fan.
And there's pizza rolls.
So the bread's already on Herbert's, and I'm guaranteeing those pizza rolls are probably Herbert's as well, right? Right?
Now, I also see a giant box of donuts. Who's eating that?
Herbert? I really love these moments because these are the real moments of truth where everything just gets exposed, laid out there on the table. They just throw all the poker chips out there. They pull the pants down and they just let everybody know exactly what time it is. Everything is going to be Herbert's fault. I feel bad for Herbert. Herbert just walked out the door like literally a couple minutes ago. Needless to say, or to his, he wasn't going to know that everything was going to get blamed on his ass as soon as he left. Everything is his fault.
That's Herbert breakfast.
Ding, ding, ding. Herbert for breakfast. Which, damn, donuts for breakfast? Do they not eat eggs or bacon or anything else like that? Maybe toast, but do they just eat toast and donuts and pizza rolls? This isn't. And these groceries really aren't adding up.
And I know that Herbert is not eating that by himself.
Okay, so the doctor called bullshit.
Yes, he is, because I'm pickier of donuts.
She is literally shaking her head or looking up to the sky like, I know this is lying. Like, she knows. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe she's really trying to play me for being this stupid. Like, come on now. Really? I do this for a living. Not me, but obviously her.
Okay, Lisa.
Has nothing to do with me.
This is going in the garbage tonight. Okay, we're gonna go up to the freezer.
Well, Lisa, if this had nothing to do with you, then why are you looking at her like that? Like you're ready to take a knife and throw it from your bed and just get it right in her skull, right between the eyes. Because there ain't no way she's about to throw that away, right?
Okay, so who's eating the double cookies and cream and lasagna?
We already know she's probably gonna blame Herbert, but damn, dude, the items... What they're pulling up out of this refrigerator is astonishing. Like, there is nothing good in this refrigerator. It's literally all ice cream, pasta, donuts, sweets, probably like quadruple sugar, like sweet tea and lemonade. And dude, this is crazy.
Let me see, because I didn't know Herbert went to the store today.
Damn it, Lisa. This is the part where it's getting really difficult to care at all about what you gotta say. You're just lying. You're just lying. We all know you're lying. Just stop. Just stop. And this is really frustrating and sad to see. Like, the 100% lack of accountability here is the hardest part to witness. Like, for me, I'm really big on accountability, but when I see people just cannot admit even one truth, like none of these things in the fridge are hers. Somehow, like, how's she eating? If none of these are her, all of this is Herbert's. Like, that's the part that's BS. Like, some of this food is yours, Lisa. Come on. Some of it has to be.
Okay, Lisa. I can tell you that if Herbert's eating this, you're eating it too.
Exactly. Basically what I just said. Okay, long, awkward pause. So...
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Okay, thank you. Let's keep moving forward.
Remember, you don't have to be honest with me. You have to be honest with you.
Look, they've already said it enough. You seem to be very committed to having that tombstone engraved. Like, I don't know why, but you do not want to listen to the people who are telling you that if you continue to do this, you will die before Christmas. They're trying to help you out. They don't want you to die before Christmas.
Because this is about you. You cannot lose weight if you are eating these foods.
Okay, that was a little bit softer than the delivery that I would have given.
Who is eating the ice cream?
Those are Herbert's prizes when he do things that I like for him to do.
So basically, the ice cream is just there to solicit sex and some type of, pleasures or some type of favors, right? Something like that, along those lines. So the ice cream is just a tool.
I'm trying to find a word.
So these are rewards for love? Is that what you mean?
Not love.
Like, I mean, come on, Lisa. Like, we all know what she meant by what she was saying. You don't have to get any more volatile here or more vulgar with the content.
Please don't take them, because if you do, I can't get what I want.
Lisa, you don't need to get what you want anymore. You already have enough kids and you already have enough weight problems. It's time for you to get smaller. It's time for you to start thinking about those children, the grandchildren, Herbert, somebody out there who cares about you. That cannot be stated enough. All you're talking about now is trying to get banged and thrusted and penetrated and all those inappropriate words that are out there. But still, I guess we see where your priorities really lie. It's in your pants that you don't have on at any point in time. Constantly thinking about the fish market and not the family market.
Well, we're going to have to find another way to get what you want.
Come on now, you got to give in on something. Look.
Damn it, Lisa, take this serious. Like, please stop. Like, you are just literally wasting people's time. Like, people, like, they get paid to actually try to assist and help these people not die, but you're doing a great job of making sure that they stop caring altogether. And then you're gonna blame them when they stop caring, when it's like, we've exhausted all our options. Like, whenever that happens, you're gonna act like, well, I tried. No, you did not. You didn't try anything. You didn't try to help anybody. You only thought about yourself and your own cooter, the fish market, all that nonsense is the only thing that was on your mind. So stop this. Like, you're just so selfish. It's making me sick at this point.
But no
Bad foods with that.
Put it back.
The f*** you say to me? You lucky I don't do your ass like Thanos did Loki. Just straight pop your neck like oh man, don't you ever talk crazy to me like that again. Have you lost your mind? Seriously, have you lost your mind? What's wrong with you?
So we're going to take this and we're going to put it where it belongs. You know where that is.
That's right. In the effing garbage. Right where it belongs. Though personally, I would love most of these items because quite frankly, I could afford to eat all of them and probably gain about 2 pounds. Not bragging, but boy, I do like some ice cream though.
How do you feel? You feel relieved?
Well, a little bit.
Lisa ain't relieved. She's pissed off. She wants you dead. She wants to burn down your house. She wants to slash your tires. She wants to cut your all the bad things. I'm telling you, Lisa doesn't have good thoughts going through. Like Freddy Krueger, Jason, all the malicious, terrible things that you can think of. Oh man. If you ever seen the movie Apostle, she's thinking about doing things like that to you. I'm talking some terrible things. Trapping you in something like Saw. You know what I'm saying? You've seen Jigsaw, right? Yeah. She wants to put you in one of those traps. That's where she wants you now, because you done defiled her now. I mean, you pretty much violated her. God, I cannot speak today. I'm struggling, you guys. Bear with me.
You know, you're kind of at that do or die stage right now where you got to make it happen.
I just don't know how many people had to say this to you for you to start believing it.
We got a deal? You gonna shake on it?
Yes.
Right? I'm keeping my eye on you.
Doctor knows that she's absolutely full of shit.
Lisa, she's telling me what she thinks I want to hear. But no matter what she's trying to sell me on, the truth of the matter is she's eating junk.
And when you're over 600 pounds, you just can't fool these people anymore. When you're at this point in time, nobody's believing you until you actually make changes. Until some of those like ice creams become something green, like lettuce or kale or something like that, they're not going to start believing you. That stuff has got to go. Not even yogurt is going to get it done. And not even plain yogurt. Oikas, none of that.
And she really enjoys the sex talk. It's a shock thing. She likes to do that. And it is a form of deflection. It's a form of getting away from the truth.
I mean, Doctor's right. I mean, but honestly, I believe anytime she opens her mouth, it's a form of deflection. Everything she talks about is a form of deflection, whether it's the sex talk or blaming everything on Herbert or acting like her family's and, just not helping her out or just complaining about the doctors who are trying to help her out or the first responders who are trying to help her get out of her house without it breaking in its foundation. It doesn't matter what it is. It's always blaming somebody else. Never is it, you know what? I need to do better, doctor. I need to do better, you guys. It's never any of that. She never takes accountability for anything. So everything to me is just deflection at this point.
I know success is possible, but it does take work. And I don't know how much strength she has to do that work.
0. She doesn't have any capacity to do this. Like, I have little faith that she is going to do whatever it takes to actually, fix this situation and help herself out. I really don't believe she does. She doesn't have the willpower. Like, if this was magic points in a video game, it'd be 0 out of whatever the number is. Like, she doesn't have anything left. I just don't believe she has it.
The nutritionist is telling me I can't have these foods. Herbert can't have these foods. I don't know how that's gonna sit with me.
I mean, clearly it's not going to go well because you were already threatening Doctor for actually wanting to throw it in the trash, which she did. And I know at that point in time, if you could actually get up and walk, that you probably would have killed her and made this an episode of 60 Minutes. So, it is what it is. So it's been another month, and we all know that Lisa has not been putting in any of that work that Dr. Now has pretty much asked of her since, she left the hospital the last time. So let's see what they got in store for us now.
The last time I saw Dr. Now, he wanted me to focus on my diet and work on moving some more. I've been trying to stick to the diet the best I can.
No, she hasn't.
But the doctor asked me to lose 20 to 30 pounds by this visit.
Just the fact that she started off that sentence with "but" lets me know that she probably didn't lose the weight. I don't even know if she's lost any weight.
And I'm hoping the doctor will tell me that I could get ready for surgery, but my biggest fear today that I'm not ready.
She already knows the answer to that question.
Hi, Lisa. I'm glad you made it here okay.
I made it in one piece of a piece.
Whatever that means. But how's she been feeling?
Some days I feel good. Some days I feel like crap. These last few days I've been feeling bad.
What's been making you feel bad?
Yeah, Lisa, that probably has something to do with you not probably adhering to the diet that he asked you to do.
Some things when it's time to eat, I can't eat.
Lisa, you not being able to eat sounds about as believable as me climbing Mount Everest.
You not being hungry doesn't sound like a problem at all. And if that is the case, you should have had no problem getting down to your goal of 587 this past month.
Now, since Dr. Now's like, hey, since you haven't been able to eat, you should have had no problem losing the weight. So, all right, let's test the scale.
I know.
So let's see where your weight is at.
My favorite saying by Dr. Now is, the scale never lies.
So you are 646 pounds.
Cue the flutes. So you gained 30 pounds. My God. That's not a shocker.
I gave you a simple goal to lose 30 pounds. Instead, you gained 30 pounds.
Now, see, this is the point where it starts getting exciting again, where Dr. Now starts telling his knifing truth about the situation. Like, yeah, I gave you a simple goal. What happened? Because once again, this is one of those situations, remember, Lisa cannot get up and move. She does not have the ability to walk. So the fact that she's getting these foods, it's coming from somewhere. And Danielle's been out of the picture.
If you stuck to the diet, you would have lost that in 2 weeks. So you're playing games and lying to me, saying you're not hungry.
When you and Herbert know damn well y'all been lady into tramping it the whole time. Just sitting there sharing spaghetti meals, pizza meals, ice cream and cake meals, anything, ramen noodles probably too. Add anything you can imagine to the mix. Anything that links lips to lips or just anything that adds calories to calories.
He keeps me on my regular diet. Well, it's just going crazy. I don't know what's going on with it.
Oh, I wonder what it could be.
Your swelling has come back even worse. It looks like you have developed severe infection in your leg here.
Which means the maggots and the juice monsters are on their way back and ready for another epic return. It's time to fix this ASAP.
So you aren't even bathing like you need. This is something that can kill you.
Now, the following message isn't even for big people. It's just for stank people in general. Just remember what he said the next time you bump up against somebody who's so funky that it rubs off on you. Like if you were to pick them up or to, do something with them, or say if you were playing ball with them, or to have an altercation where you had to pick them up and drag them across the room or something like that, that their funk was so nasty that it just rubbed off literally on your sleeves. Something to the point where it almost made you vomit. One of those things that it just pissed you off every time you just kind of gave it one of those. Yeah, it's really infuriating. Just remember that it can kill you. Bathe. Wash your ass. It's vital to your health. And this has been a Ran-DomU University public service announcement.
Why aren't you doing anything you're supposed to be doing?
I'm trying. It's just a slow process with me.
Ooh, boy. Here we are back again with the slow process with Lisa. We are out of time, Lisa. Time is ticking. No need to worry about, this takes time. Time will put you in the grave. Time is short.
Okay, this is going nowhere. Herbert, how's she getting to weight? What has she been eating?
All right, Herbert. I call bullshit. What's going on, buddy? Tell me.
Well, it'd be like green beans,
Bad.
raw chicken and stuff like that.
All bad foods. All that is terrible, Herbert. None of that's good for her. And Lisa's just sitting there looking at him like, oh yeah, see, Herbert's doing this to me. This is all Herbert's fault. No, this is on you too. You don't have to eat it. And Dr. Now's like, quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of wasting my time. I'm over here trying to extend all these resources to you. I've given you a dietitian. I'm going to send a therapist over to your place. I sent an ambulance and first responders to your house to get you up out of it so you can get here safely and not die on the trip. Look, I've extended a lot of nice things to you. It's time for you to repay me with just a tad bit of effort. Not saying you got to go 1,000%, but you can't gain 30 pounds. How about you at least try to lose, how about 10? At least go in the right direction. 10's not good. It's not enough for you to save your life, but at least it's telling me that you're doing something right.
So you're just eating healthy, somehow you gain weight?
And Dr. Now is just poking at him here because he knows they're BSing him. He knows that they're lying to him. Like green beans and all the other stuff that he's talking about, that's code for fried chicken. It's code for lasagna. It's code for cake and ice cream.
What I need to do is try to eat 3 meals a day because really I'm not eating 3 meals a day.
Whew, I know Dr. Now's getting absolutely fed up. I know Dr. Now's thinking some crazy thoughts at this point, thinking something like, you know what? If you don't stop lying to me, I'm going to have Herbert Darlene your ass just like from Ozark. I'm going to make sure that he goes in there, slips a little bit into that coffee, and it's going to be ball game, murder she wrote. It's going to be over. Like I ain't doing this no more. You're wasting my time here. It's not going to be on the hospital while you die. It's going to be on you or Herbert.
So you're not telling me the truth.
And this isn't anybody wishing death on anybody. This is just more or less like, do what you got to do to try to live, though. Like, people are literally doing what they can. You can't be extending any more resources. Like, I guess they might have a few more up their sleeves they could try to lend you and help you out with. But, I mean, come on now. At some point in time, you got to put in some form of work.
Seems like you're content being in bed and people taking care of you.
I'm not.
This is a game for you.
See, all those games I was talking about in the previous couple episodes I was talking about seem like she's playing manipulative, like I'm happy, I'm go-lucky, I'm just playing games with you, trying to throw jokes on the side, trying to make light of the situation, then complaining about everything 24/7. She's full of crap. And Dr. Now has been sensing this for quite some time, and he's caught on to the games.
Basically, you like someone that hit their head with a baseball bat and complain about headache. Your behavior is completely dysfunctional. That's right.
Yeah, you know I'm right. No matter how much the truth hurts, you know that I'm right. Speaking as if I'm Dr. Now, you know what I'm saying? So, yes.
And if you don't start to wake up and change, then you're not going to be able to survive much longer.
Once again, how many times this episode, and just this episode alone, have we heard about your time is short?
Lisa's lack of progress and behavior is obviously concerning, and she's becoming more and more defiant.
Hence, she is becoming an even bigger and bigger pain in the butt.
Okay, Lisa, I'm admitting you to hospital again so we can get your infection under control. Get you some antibiotic before it becomes deadly.
So less than 5 months into this journey, she's already being admitted to the hospital again, which I ain't gonna lie, this is kind of abnormal. This isn't a common occurrence on this series. You normally don't keep getting admitted to the hospital over your health concerns. Usually they try to go make some progress at home, and if, you know, worst comes to worst, they really start ballooning back up, then they got to get admitted back to the hospital, which Lisa's done here, which is unfortunate. So, you know, maybe they can figure something out, because quite frankly, they're just trying to help her out. They want to make sure the infection and stuff goes away.
I'm also putting you back on controlled diet. I suggest you start taking things seriously, because you're just about out of chance at this point.
Okay. All right.
AIDS! There he is, beating that dead horse.
I'll see you both soon.
Well, I'm always glad to see you.
So we know how to exercise a little bit more. Sometimes you don't want to do it, you're going to have to do it.
Dr. Now is disappointed in me, and I'm disappointed in myself.
Are you really though? Are you really?
I'm worried that if I don't prove to Dr. Now that I'm serious, then I won't even have a shot at getting weight loss surgery.
Is that what you're still worried about? You're still worried about getting weight loss surgery? Honey, oh, dog. That should be the last thing on your mind. You need to just worry about losing a few pounds first. Like, you just need to worry about not consuming more than 10,000 calories in a day. Like, getting weight loss surgery is far out the question for you. Like, hey, that's not even in the question. They ain't even thought about that. Like, that's out the wazoo. Like, that's not even entering the conversations they would say. Like, you need to focus on some new things.
And without this surgery, I'm worried I'm gonna die.
Unfortunately, Lisa, yes. Either way, thanks for listening today. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content that was displayed here today. Hopefully you enjoyed Lisa's journey so far. Part 4 will be coming out very soon. We'll be tuning back in, and hopefully that she will be somewhere back on track, or at least on the track, trying to actually lose this weight. I wish her the best, and I really hope that she can get this done, but I just have ye little faith that she's going to get this done. So once again, I don't think she's going to, figure this out. But if you disagree, please leave a comment below. Let me know, and I, like to get back to you and see if we can have some type of dialogue about this. But hopefully some of y'all have found this interesting, and either way, I will see you soon.